Hey everybody, Coach Alex again, and today guys, I made another anime review, and my review is to Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 4, guys. I think it's Episode 4, let me double check just in case. I think it should be. You guys should know, I'm not very good at numbering. I'm terrible when it comes to numbers. But let me double check. Yep, Episode 4. So yeah, well, technically Episode 3, because the last one was Episode... Oh, no, it is Episode 4. Yeah, pretty much Episode 4 of Boku no Hero Academia. Season 2, Episode 4. So, let's get into it. So, guys, in this episode, it focuses on... It focused, of course, on the second round. The second round of the event of... Well, the hero event, pretty much. And this round was, of course... remember correct, the proper name for it was the... Hurdle round? I don't really know. I don't really know the name. Like, I mentioned it in the review. I'm not very good at remembering any forms of names. Like, the only people I might get once I get used to names, I'll of course remember them. But I'm terrible with names, including the games. But yeah, pretty much. The game where pretty much you build a team of, I remember correct, 4 people, 3 people are carrying one person carrying one person, and they have to hold them for all the way through the game, while the person on the top, wearing a headband, will be attacking other opponents, other players, who's also riding on top of the other three players, try to take a headband off the opposing team. So, that's pretty much what the game they're pretty much doing, is pretty much taking headbands off the opposing team so they can gain points. And each headband is worth a certain amount of points depending on the rank you got during the event. During the previous round. And of course, we know Midori, he worth 10,000? I think it's 10,000? Or million? No, I think it's a million. I think it's worth 1 million points. Or, I need to double check, but he's worth, yeah, a lot. We already know Midori is worth a lot of points. And of course, because of as he did not show his quirk and anything, everybody, of course, be aiming to target Midori. They'd be aiming to target him. So, now, during, of course, it looks like the event was it's going to pretty much straight away. It's going to start straight away. So, of course, that means... Well, not straight away, but the event will be starting pretty much straight away. But, of course, you have to have... part of the event, of course, is to build a team during 50 minutes before the main event starts. Pretty much, in 50 minutes, they have to build a team. So, in those 50 minutes, Midori was trying to think of... who he should have for his team, because he knows that now as he's ranked 1, he knows he is now bearing the burden of how the people who from the bottom will be seeing the top, and how they would very much see who's on top will be who that's the person you're trying to aim for, who you're trying to beat, or you're trying to exceed, like, in expectation. So, of course, Midori being ranked 1, of course, everybody be aiming for him during the event. But that means, as everyone is technically also in it for themselves, trying to win this entire festival, it makes sense why most of the Midori's classmates and also other fellow classes will be not wanted to join his team, because most of them pretty much everyone except for, of course, 3 people want to make Midori their rival, or their end aim goal is, of course, to make Midori their rival so they can beat him, pretty much. And of course, once you make a rival, even Pokemon taught us, when you made a rival, they're equal to you. First up, most rivals are usually equal when it comes to power. But yet again, this rival is you are aiming to beat your rival. This is what the main goal. Now, of course, I was a bit surprised that with Speed Dude, Speed Dude, I'm going Speed Dude because you already know he just got that thing. But pretty much, the class rep. We know class rep. He's a good friend with Midori. Even Midori was going to try to recruit him, but class rep didn't really want to join up with him because he just didn't feel he feels regret that he keeps on losing to Midori, like how most of the rest of the Class A students are feeling. Like, they do feel a bit depressed that they keep on losing Midori. So of course he wants to make Midori as a rival, even though he's a great he respects Midori he respects Midori as a friend and as a good friend as well, but he also wants him to be his rival. So of course he denies joining for his team. But before he asks class rep, Mari, levitation girl, best girl. Now most people might think Frog Girl's best girl, but got to say this, Marami, she's definitely best girl because she doesn't care about winning, gaining time support. She wants to team up with her friends. She wants to team up with people she can get along with. Of course, she gets along with Midori, so of course she teams up with Midori. So I'm gonna give her that. She's one of the 3 people in the entire games that teamed up with Midori. Now the next person that's teamed up with Midori after Midori tried to recruit class rep is that this was the techno girl that we saw last episode. You know, the one during the first round, or the second part of the first round, when they had to go over a giant cavern with pillars and everything. You know, that girl with all that technology who's crazy about her technology. She ends up joining Midori's team as well. Mainly because she wants to promote all of her gear, her technology, or her babies, she calls them. She calls them babies. It's funny, but yet again, it somewhat is cliche for a science, techno nerd, or anything to do with technology, either cars or anything. It's cliche for how a character like that to call their technology or things they created and call them their babies. It's quite funny when they do that. Especially this one, she's crazy when it comes to her. But the main reason why she wanted to join Midori's team, because Midori is the main team, target that nearly everyone wants to target. And that means everybody will be focused on them. Also part being Class A, because also people focus on mostly people from Class A. So of course, Midori being also the main target overall, we have the most spotlight. And that means she can show a lot of her inventions off during this event. So she ends up joining Midori's team, because even though because he noticed first up they like the same, we already know that Midori is a complete superhero geek. It looks like she's also a complete superhero geek as well, completely superhero geek, but it comes more with the technology side. But she does after all, she's a support section of she's support. So as she supports, she does need to do research, of course, on the prior heroes she's going to support. That means, of course, like Midori, she's done research on the individual heroes to understand what kind of tech they more all news or So of course she'd be super geek when it comes to understanding these heroes as well. So of course, another reason why Midori is able to accept her, because also the technology she actually made was actually quite useful for him in this episode. The freaking jetpack, that got fucking useful. I'm surprised. I was expecting maybe her adventures to go to I was expecting a lot of malfunctions, but no. The only malfunction of her machine, any of the machines we saw in this episode, I've got to say this, was only because of someone actually breaking it by using their sticky balls. You guys should know who I'm talking about. Hello, sticky ball, dude. Like, oh man, I gotta say, he's funny. I gotta admit that he's funny, but especially how he completed the race, and how he completed the race, stretching onto. Gotta admit that was quite funny, but pretty much, yeah. That's the only reason. That's the only time you see any of her inventions malfunctioned is because someone actually damaged her invention during the event. So technically, overall, her actual invention was useful. Now, the other person that joined the team, which I was actually did not expect it was Takuro and it was Shadow Dude, like the Raven, or I think more Raven. Like it's Japanese anime mostly use ravens. They use crows at some points, but mostly characters that look like that, they look more Raven. But the person uses that shadow ability. He ends up also joining Midori because Midori recommended him because of his defensive capability with his shadow with his extra shadow he uses. And yes, it comes in handy, like, because technically, don't forget, this shadow is also a mind of itself. It's working alongside with Takamine? I can't really say his name properly. But yeah, pretty much this shadow of his has a mind of its own. So technically, you could say that Midori built a team of 5? Technically 5 people, if you include the shadow. But as the shadow is technically a quirk, it's legal, even though technically it's 5 people. But pretty much it's a defensive ability which helps Midori. Plus also support with the attack that gave an extra support. But also with Monomi's levitation ability, that also comes in handy as well to help to lighten some certain times when you might use the jetpack, or because jetpacks will have powerful impact, but by using her ability, she can soften that impact and of course levitate it more effectively without causing major incidents. But by doing that, but now they found a disadvantage about going in the air is that they will be, of course, at a disadvantage because some people could also use their quirk to go in the air to try to attack Midori, which Midori and the others won't have full defense except for the shadow, but they won't be able to fully attack. Now, and that's pretty much Midori's team. Now, during the event, we found out there is in Class B, if you don't include Midori, most of people in Class A, including Boku, it's just surprising, lost their headbands. Now, of course, they're not eliminated. Like, they still can get their headbands back. It looks like they still can get headbands back. They're not officially eliminated, because in this one, the game is trying to get as many headbands as you can. Now, even if you end up losing yours, you're not out. You can still gain more by grabbing other people's, including maybe your own one back from the person who took it from you. But yeah, you can gain points from doing that. But Class B, this guy from Class B, who seems to be a very, very good strategist, he was able to strategize a good plan that pretty much, because everybody was mostly focused on Midori, they were so distracted by Midori, they didn't pay attention to what happened around them, and they got their headbands taken. Of course, Bakuro, he fucking lost it. Like, he fucking lost it. Like, after what the strategist guy said things to him, he was enraged, and now he's now aiming to kill that fuck. But overall, the episode ended with a cliffhanger, because it ends up with Takuro and Midori about to face each other off. And we know Takuro, he has ice and flame ability. Like, we already know he's gonna be a big obstacle to face. But yeah. And it seems like he has a big rivalry between his either brother or father. I think it is his brother. I think it's his brother. I think this is his brother we're talking about. But it seems like he wants to show something to his brother. Either he can take care of himself, or that he wants to show he's better than his brother, or that he wants to get his brother respect by winning this. I don't know. But it seems like there is something to do with his brother that the reason why he wants to win and Midori. But yeah, now, and that's all we got to say about the plot of the episode. Anyway, now, animation quality of this episode, again, for Boku no Hero Academia, animation looked very good. I loved a lot of the animation, like, especially when they're trying to grab the everybody trying to grab the apples and rushing at Midori. Like, that looked good. I gotta mention that. And also how Midori moved in the air. Like, that looked good, surprisingly. And Bakuro, oh my god, when he used his quirk to go in the air, like, that looked good as well. The animation for that. But overall, yeah, a pretty good episode. Anyway, guys, that's my anime review to Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 4, guys. I hope you guys like it. Good job, fans. Today, if you guys have anything else, down below. My address there. And yeah, hope you guys like it. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Wow.